metal goes straight through their arm. Yeah, it stays forever.
Yikes.
I do plan to have it
like
very slowly
like,
fade over time, but it'll always be visible.
Oh.
Yeah. I've had that burn hole in my arm for like 10 years.
I have like a small burn mark next to my nose under my eye, but that's because my mom took a lighter and burned off a mole that was there. When I was like 3 years old.
Are you good?
Oh yeah, I'm good, but fuck my mom, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
We're getting personal with that one. Oh boy. Alright.
I want to be chill. I want to be happy.
Let me. I could tell you some horror stories of. So I think I've mentioned this before. And I'll make a joke about this. It's like, what with me? I generally care about people and stuff like that. It's like, oh, did you get raised in a family that treated you? I'm like, no, my dad was hella racist. Like hella racist, xenophobic, homophobic, transphobic, everything. Like, that man was every type of phobic. He still is every type of phobic. But you want to know the funniest thing of? I'm gonna make a real bad joke about that point. The guy was straight up like the type of person that would be like, oh, man up, man up, man up type of thing. The guy was about as much, more of a drama queen than any bitch I've ever known.
I see, one of those.
Like, he was one of those people that would create a Facebook rant forum about the fact that he lost his argument. That guy was more prima donna than fucking anything I've ever known. And I'm like, my God. And I'll make a joke about this. My brother stayed in contact with him, and my father's wife made a really tough comment towards my brother's fiance. And basically my brother made this comment of, don't talk to my fiance like that ever again. And instead of actually having a conversation about it, the man went online and basically started trying to cry to all of his friends on Facebook. And made it, and like, not even just like little things. You know those weird like Snapchat avatars, like the cheesy ones?
Oh no.
He put that at the beginning with a crying face.
Bruh.
I just sat there and I got told this, and I'm trying not to laugh. Well, basically my brother's like, I'm starting to understand why you do not contact the family anymore. And I'm like, yeah, but not gonna lie, hearing it from your perspective is fucking hilarious. I'm like, oh my god, like, I've seen less, like, I've seen better constructed conversations and arguments from, like, fucking, like, Disney teen drama shows. Like, holy shit.
You know what's wild to me, realizing that? The Disney teen drama? I had a full conversation with some people about Shia LaBeouf and this TV series that is Holes. Well, the movie that is Holes, and then the TV series Even Steven, and then the Even Steven movie. I had a full fucking conversation of that fucking drug trip. Jesus. Looking back at it, it's like, what the fuck was this?
Every time I think about Shia LaBeouf, I am almost impressed about a man who just literally gave so little of a fuck. He's literally stars in his own musical of him being an actual cannibal.
Yup. Also, I'm happy with how these states now look.
Imagine giving Imagine people writing a musical about you being a cannibal, and you show up at the end of the musical video to applaud them.
I'm gonna wash up my lens.
That's some dedication there, honestly.
Like, this man is a fucking... I genuinely am so paranoid of looking too much into him as a person, because it's like one of those things of, I aspire to give that little fucks. I aspire to give that many zeros in a fuck. Like, that guy divided by zero in his fuckeries to give, and somehow did not fucking implode.
I don't know if I've said it here or talked to anyone to hear about it, but like, the person who's like almost on par is fucking Nick Cage. Man has went bankrupt. And holy shit.
What was the storyline? Is he found out that his friend had like a like the head of a extremely rare
dinosaur?
That had been poached. Yeah, or dinosaur. And
yeah, okay, so he outbid Leonardo DiCaprio on a dinosaur skull. He has a collection of shrunken pygmy heads. He owns an alligator. He owns a shark. He owns 2 albino snakes. He owns 3 mansions. He owns a pyramid gravestone in New Orleans. He owns an island. He owns a... He has...
but
he even owns a haunted house.
It's not the one that he technically owned, per se. It was one that he saw on his friend's, like, mantle. He said, that actually belongs in a museum. That's a priceless antique. That needs to go to a museum. And it was, like, because it was, like, an endangered species. He bought it off the friend while they were drinking. He paid the friend off full price and everything like that. He goes home, breaks the antique, cries, and buries it in his backyard and has a ceremony while drunk.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, that's unbelievable for him.
Man is a fucking legend.
Alright then.
Like, holy shit. I've heard so many insane stories of people. I can't remember who it was. I'm trying to remember. He's like the guy from the Ghostbusters. He's like one of the main cast of the original Ghostbusters.
Dan
Bill
Aykroyd?
Murray?
I think it was Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
That makes sense if it's Bill Murray.
But
That makes
Bill
a lot of
Murray-
sense.
Apparently, Bill Murray, he was being stared at from across a restaurant at one point, and he got up from his chair, walked over to the guy's table, stared him in the eyes, ate like 6 of his fries, and with a mouthful of fries said, "No one will ever believe you," and left.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
I want to get to that point in life. I want to get to that point of life where I just look at people and they're like, no one will ever believe that I did this, and no one will believe you. Good day.
I mean, I feel like there's been times like that where I've had situations where I've had double takes, especially where I used to live. Where I'm sitting there, I was working on a dock one time, and I won't say too much of it, but I'm sitting there, and the person who owns this massive ass house that we're working on the dock for, he comes out, and we're just shooting the shit, and then he's like, "Oh, do you guys want like music and stuff?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, it sounds great." And we're all listening to music. He comes out, he brings out beers and stuff like that. We're sitting there, yada yada. He's like, "Anyway, I gotta go catch my flight, so I'm gonna lock up the house and everything. But yeah, just leave those things here. My maid will be back. She comes in like once a week to clean up the house anyway, especially when I'm gone." And it's like, "Oh, cool." So we just leave it there. And me and the guy are just like finishing off, and we're like, "Are we supposed to have beers on job?" And like, "Shh, don't tell anyone." And besides, I can't get drunk anyway, so it's fine. So we're sitting there, and we're working, and we get the whole dock done, and our boss comes in, and he's got this, like, super, like, golden glow face on. He's like, "Alright, you guys make sure to do this. This guy is, like, a pretty big deal around here." I'm like, "Oh, he seems pretty nice, actually." "What do you mean he seems pretty nice?" "He came out, he hung out with us, we talked life, yada yada yada." Like, honestly, we took our whole hour break with him, and we just kind of shot the shit, like, honestly, he said we should probably come by later, just when we're off shift, when he comes back, and we'll just, like, hang out and stuff. I guess he's going on, like, a business trip or something. He's a baseball star. And I was like, oh. Anyway, we'll visit next week.
What the fuck?
There you go.
Wild.
I was like, hey, yo. No, that's not the first time. I've met old wrestling stars and stuff like that, too.
Oh, what?
tour with one of the surviving Hart brother, actually. Funny enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was doing a tour in the city that I used to live in. I found out that he was actually there like a few days before, and I didn't recognize him because obviously I haven't watched wrestling in forever. Yeah, he was at the coffee shop I was at, and we were just talking for a few minutes. I won't. It's happened a lot. It's happened a lot of me just ran. I accidentally sat in at a BioWare exhibit because I bought coffees with a guy, walked back with him in the expo, thinking that we were just kind of, hey, I made a friend. I'm going to go sit down with the friend and enjoy my coffee. And the director comes in and goes, oh, you're just hanging out with this guy? Yeah. This is behind the BioWare booth. Finish your coffee and then, yeah, we'll get you a signature or something like that, and then you can head off. I was like, alright. Mass Effect was great. It's like, thank you. So was Dragon Age. You play all the games? Yeah. Proceed to talk for another like 30 minutes with these guys. Leave. Go to a movie exhibit a month later, get into the thing, and look and go, oh, hey, bud. Oh, hey, it's you guys. Hey, welcome. Do you want the hoodie? Yeah, that'd be great.
Ooh.
And then they died. Anyway, enough of my random off-kilter tangent. I've been trying to order food this whole time. I'm technically speaking very procrastinating while I've been trying to order food. And the problem is, with my own procrastination, I distracted myself from ordering food. So I failed in all accounts of this. By all instances, the task has been failed horribly.
Damn, that was
I
weird.
failed this.
I mean, that
Anyway,
seems
I'm
like
gonna
very
sit-
successful procrastination, but a failure in all other regards.
I'm going to
Yes,
now
pretty
sing
much.
Team Gore Megalos at you. That'll be fun.
Please, no, I'm
Hello.
good.
Yawn. Give me a challenge.
The
Gore
fuck
Magala-
you?
Would
Would the
No,
Gore
no,
Magalas
kill
kill
your
someone
neighbor.
before I can?
More.
I kill your new
You have to go 1v1 against Herman. There you go, that's your challenge.
He'll be fine.
I don't think I'm winning that one.
He'll be fine.
A short head
You
with an
will
amulet.
Herman when he's
Alright, put it
frenzied.
against him.
As Winter told me,
I'm
you'll
definitely
be
not
reached.
winning that one.
Okay, so as for everyone right now,
Fine.
Halo reached. You'll just get a sniper shot through the skull randomly.
Obviously, we're still waiting on a lot of the
Not my boy.
Trails maps to be fully officially uploaded.
Yep.
Though, as a nice thing, we should have access to a good chunk of them anyway, due to the certain thing. Thanks to Julian and Nick. Appreciate both of them very, very heavily.
They're great people. I hope to one day meet them and just vibe with them.
Nick is a wonderful individual. One day I do really hope to get you all to meet him. He is a genuinely extremely incredible person. And hopefully eventually he will be able to actually show up and hang out. And I think honestly it would be pretty nice.
It's always nice.
I want to try and get him involved for like maybe like a game night or something like that. I know he's not really a big RPer, so we'll see. As it sits for everything else, when we were going around the maps right now, it's mostly because you guys are obviously doing a lot over in the Huntier land. Huntier.
Frontier moment.
No, it's Huntier Lands now.
City.
It's the Huntier Lands.
As things are going, you are going to basically, until things are fully finished being prepped, you're basically going to be going around a lot of the areas in Zemuria to keep tabs on things, make sure that there's no disturbances, basically being bracers all around. You pretty much, one of the other things that, due to the fact that we've been away for a while, in the Hunterlands, there will be a quote-unquote pseudo-bracer branch being built. You guys have actually earned enough points for that now, so there will be a bracer branch somewhere.
Let's go.
Oh god, both my feet are broken.
Is there any questions for things? Because I know we've had a few gaps here and there and a few breaks here and there, so is anyone missing things?
Like,
Most of my stuff is like other personal things that we could handle whenever. I don't mind, but the one big thing on my mind that's important. I miss you guys, and I hope you're doing well. Now I'm gonna run away before I die. Because they're gonna
I
kill
guess
me.
the question I would probably ask in everybody has there been any weird sightings or abnormality things going on in Arabodia?
That is a
There
good question.
Yes. So, there is rumors right now that they're starting to speculate of distortions, changes in the environments, things like rifts are beginning to appear. They're similar to what some of the people experienced during the flashback stuff that was going on during the Friday sessions.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently, rumors have been going around of people seeing what would be more inclined to ghosts, but they don't recognize the ghosts, and what seems like scenes of like old conflicts. A lot of it is basically hearsay right now. The guild is looking into it, but it has not all been figured out yet.
There we go.
So, Erebonia and Zemari in general are having some very weird things happening. No one seems to be really in danger, but the environment around them right now seems to be kind of affected.
Weird, right?
I did remember just two things. Oh. You want to go first? All right, fair enough. When do we get the documentations of the stuff we gathered from the books and the roads, and then the document from Hades? Because that's something I've been wondering.
I'm going to just shove those in.
I'm getting so fucking tired of these goddamn trackers.
I'm probably going to rename one of the channels to just Documents Found, aka like Books and Documents Found. Like the 1001 Story one, I'm probably just going to put it to like Books and Documents. To be honest, the reason why I've been trying to figure out a way to break up those documents to fill in everything else, but to be honest,
I'm
I
tired of these damn
giving it to
trackers.
you guys in a bit of bulk reading might just be easier in the long run.
Make them work
because
for it.
Exactly. I'm just gonna give it to you bulk, and what you guys can decipher out of it is gonna be kind of more on you. Now, something I will say, this is gonna be something that did come up the other day. If you require help with things, or are doing things for your character, and it's something your character would know, go for it and ask for help. Or say, for example, if there's some sort of code or something like that that is being, or like puzzles being done, try to enjoy the puzzles, try to enjoy the mysteries. My recommendation is don't try and Google solve your problems. Mostly because, I'm gonna be real, part of the fun of this whole thing is for you guys to be able to kind of rack your brains with stuff and have a little bit of a fun little mystery here and there when we do the mystery stuff. Like, obviously, if it's things like your character can translate or read certain things, go ahead, that's perfectly fine and stuff like that. But if it's like you now have this out of character knowledge that's just gonna sit there, then no, just enjoy the mystery while it's there. Don't solve the riddle too early. It spoils part of the fun.
Yeah.
That's just something that came up while we were like I was kind of like looking through a bunch of stuff recently, and that one I don't want to get this. It's like people who like data mine the end of a game instead of playing the game.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just enjoy.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, I
Not
think
the
it's
one
been
who's
like the
doing it
most
now.
I've recently seen that I would just want to bring up to people and be like, hey, just enjoy stuff. It's there to have fun.
Yeah.
If it doesn't involve you, there's a high chance you will be in a call with me eating popcorn as we realize what's going to be happening later.
Always sounds good.
But for a lot of the
Fucking
players,
hip
I want
tracker.
you to be involved in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So don't spoil the mystery for yourselves too soon.
And honestly,
Also-
in part for that reason, that's why I've kind of made the choice that even though I'm like playing through Final Fantasy and the Trails stuff and all that, I'm going to wait a while to play through anything Dragon Age, because I'd prefer to keep that stuff more of a mystery.
Trust me, I had to heavily edit anything from that. It's a lot of basically, it's not off to a favorite game of mine is basically what it is. I'm gonna be real. If I kept it lore accurate, this would not be a streamer friendly RP at all.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
Also,
not.
about half of your characters would already be dead or corrupted.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty.
So to give you context, even being in an air that has been infected by certain things, you can die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Within
You
a
guys kind of would have been dead a long time ago, or corrupted, or both.
Who knows? Maybe I will run an RP that has a high chance of that. We'll see. We might run a Dragon Age RP one day. I doubt it, but
Oh god. I'll be a dwarf.
yeah.
Alright.
So there is one more thing that I am going to bring up because this did come up in a little bit of a conversation, and this has to do with things like character bleed. I want to remind everyone here that this is indeed a team-based RP. It is designed to work together. There's obviously going to always be things like frictions between characters. Some characters will have like their arguments and disagreements and stuff like that. But something I will openly state, if you are doing this and if you are in the session, and I will probably be reiterating this for like the next couple weeks, do keep heavily in mind how much conflict and inner conflict you are pursuing. Like, I'm going to be honest, and this is the best way I can put it. If it starts becoming a situation where the villains don't even have to raise a finger because you're at each other's throats, the fuck are you doing?
Nah, referring to that probably.
Trust me, if you're looking for antagonistic aspects or villains, I've got a fucking 3 terabytes waiting to kill you guys. 3
Fucking
fucking
hell.
terabytes of
What
plot,
the fuck? Jesus,
Enemies.
woman.
things, everything to make your guys' lives a living hell. So do
We are
yourselves
not
a
one
favor.
for stuff.
Some terabytes
So
of shit, Jesus.
Do yourselves a favor. Don't force the inter-conflict between other characters and yourselves. I will put the conflict in there when it's needed. Enjoy your time with your allies, because I'm going to say it like this. The bleeding between characters and those times I've gotten comments where people can't be around each other or yada 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 because they just don't feel well because of character bleed and stuff like that. I'm going to say it like this. It's getting kind of old. If you can't handle the banter, if you can't do inter-bantering with characters and stuff, and you can't do it, then don't. It's that simple. It's okay for your characters to get along. Really, like, I barely argue with people. Characters can back and forth, and if the characters can deal with it, if the characters can have those conflicts, and there's perfectly no issues, that's fine. Especially if the 2 people who are doing it are enjoying it. But if, for example, if you add in and you feel like it doesn't add, then don't add in. Just enjoy the teamwork, enjoy the team building, enjoy the positives. If you cannot do too many of the negatives with a character, or with like one of your allies so that you can actually enjoy the RP, then enjoy the RP. You don't have to fight. You don't have to fight.
Yeah.
You don't have to fight your friends. I got plenty of things you can fight.
I will add on a little bit, considering I know some of you tend to go to other RPs in general afterwards, and stuff like that. Just do keep in mind that conflicts in other places can still affect you mentally. So try to keep conflicts not only in ours, but in others. Just keep an eye. You'll probably do much better and feel a lot healthier for it, too.
The reason I'm also,
yeah.
if I do sound like I'm a little frustrated, because one of the biggest things I prioritize in this RP is all of your mental health. Your mental health, every last one of you, your mental health is an absolute priority. This RP is secondary to the mental health of every individual who is in this RP. The
Yeah.
entire aspect of this is for you to have fun and to build a story. Yeah, there's going to be drama, there's going to be conflict here and there. You don't need to... I guess the best way to put it is you don't need to look for enemies where there's not any there. We're going to provide, we're going to do everything we can to help you guys have the best story you physically can. we've had issues with people. Obviously, there's been a lot of times with the issues of people who forced quote unquote forced conflict in the past, and we did have issues with people before that were in this RP before that were trying to basically force enemies where there was none, and then really badly force it. And the amount of energy that was wasted for people who couldn't even enjoy the actual story that was being told due to these types of things. We need to make sure that we take time to process things
Trackers are fucking.
and make sure that you are actually enjoying what you're doing, and not just
Debbie
doing
K.
it because people think that's what needs to be done. I want to make sure people have fun and that their mental health is being prioritized.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, and I'm going to say it like this. If, for example, you have an inter-conflict, like you have a fight with a character and the two characters go at it and they're fighting and it feels really good during the sessions, this really emotional, heated moment, and then it's like you DM each other and you're like, what do we do with this next? It's like, you just want to have them out of character resolve their issues like in a couple days, or do you want to have be a situation like we wait till like next week and we do like a duel or something like that? And you can even DM me of like, hey, we don't know where to take this conflict. It felt really good at the time, but we don't want to make it uncomfortable. You can DM me. It's perfectly easy. And then it's like, this is what you two can do to resolve the issues. Hell, Wolfie and I have had characters who have beaten at each other and then like basically off screen because we didn't want to push the high levels of strain that would put onto our mental health because of how intense those fights were going to get. We had to do a lot of it off screen so that it didn't blow up and get out of character. Because yeah, sometimes you can't handle the emotion that's going to pull out of a character, and that's fine.
Ugh. just point your finger emoji. Oops.
Yeah.
All of you are our friends, and the last thing we want is for you guys to feel drained mentally, physically, or anything due to conflicts with each other.
It was just still unexpected on my end too, like something I really can't control. It just out of random. So
that's it. And that's also something. You also do not feel guilty about conflict with your characters, especially if it happens in character. Because again, you won't always have control over your characters. Character bleed does happen in all aspects. You could be extremely fucking bubbly because of how a character is, and so on and so forth. You could be bubbly for days. You might be extremely aggravated and something happens, but you need to understand that sometimes these things happen, and character bleed is something that we simply deal with as as players. You don't have to overly stress it. No one here is going to stab you in the back or shoot you for real. Well, maybe one person. But listen, that's about it. That's an exception to the rule. And it's probably me, to be honest, because I'm the DM. I'm planning to murder all of you. And sometimes for
Alright, I'd like to thank you for taking me out fishing and then just blow my head off while I'm not looking. While I enjoy the sunset. That's my only request.
Every single one of your houses. Does anyone remember Sword Art Online? Don't die.
No, okay, fuck. Alright, fine. I'm fine.
Alright.
Oh yeah,
looks like it's time for me to do the Herman Gauntlet.
We will find you.
Yeah. We'll now take you through the Herman Gauntlet, and I'm taking my gloves off to help. Oh.
And so am I.
Anyway.
Who's ready for Gourmet Gauntlet?
So that I'm not constantly going off on a tangent and going back.
Oh, cool. Thanks, VR chat. EP.
Trackers just on track.
The moral of this whole thing is be kind to each other. Understand that you are all friends here.
Yeah.
Accidents do happen. It's okay. And the one more thing I'm going to be telling some people, please, if you go to multiple RPs, and probably
just
some people who go to many RPs,
I'll wait for this to be done.
Like more RPs. For the love of God, probably make a Google Doc.
Yeah.
If you
Take
feel
some
like
notes.
I should make,
Treat it like
if
D&D.
you say in the back of your head, man, I should take notes. I have had players from all of my D&D sessions come in with booklets and journals to write down notes. No one's gonna think it's weird if you have to jot down shit and take notes. Hell, I don't even care if you guys gotta clip someone's stream and just title it "For Information We May Need Later." I doubt anyone's gonna say it because that's important to your own plot progression. And honestly, and I'll say it like this: if you feel like something's really important for the party, and kind of feels like it should be shared among the party, just make a note of it and be like, hey, is this something that we can put down that would be shared off screen with the rest of the party? Or with the rest of the players? Because we only do this RP once a week right now. Well, we do it twice a week, technically. But sometimes people aren't there for the other sessions, and sometimes things do slip between the cracks. So that you guys aren't losing out on things, you guys are allowed to make... Basically, you guys are allowed to be like, yeah, we shared this during, like, out of session and stuff like that, because it helps keep you guys... This goes throughout the week. Your characters aren't just frozen in time for 5 out of 7 days.
Yep.
They're allowed to intermingle
Your
and talk among
characters have
people.
lives while you got lives.
Yeah. So... I had to reload Cal for a second. For some reason, he was just turning into an person.
Yeah, his VR chat being weird. I just told him to rejoin once.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to finish before I rejoin, though.
No, that's perfectly fine.
You can
But
hide
yeah,
and unhide them. That fixes it.
No, it doesn't. Sometimes it does, sometimes
work
it doesn't.
sometimes. But it's just easier for the rejoin, so it can.
There we
recycle the
go.
data. It'll just
Fucking.
make it easier so if he loads into another avatar, he won't constantly get that issue.
Yeah, because I want to show you the labor of what Wolfie has taught me. It works.
Perfect. But yeah, so that's just something I want to tell you guys. Please keep in mind of how much you're taxing yourselves, straining yourselves. You're allowed to take breaks. No one's going to say anything, especially with the fact that there's a high chance that we might be going back up to higher amounts of session counts. Given the other storylines that are going to be being pushed out. Granted, I'm going to be trying to keep those, obviously like the Tartarus stuff and the Calvert stuff, we want to try and keep it as balanced as possible with other people helping.
That will be the greatest Dark Overlord of the Occult Club.
Yeah, we will do our best to get things going and be as comfortable as physically possible. But you just need to communicate with us if you're feeling strained, if you're feeling overtaxed. Again, my DMs are always open. I do take time to respond sometimes, and sometimes it might be just because I'm simply staring at a wall
No, god
because my
damn it.
medication is
Fucking
making me
tracking
focus
is
on
being
nothing for
stupid.
like 6 hours at a time. But I digress. We won't talk about
Understandable.
that too much.
Ah,
It's
fucking
happened a lot,
trackers.
and I'm getting used to it. But that's something I just really wanted to let you guys know. It's like your friend's here. You don't have to stress too much about it. And if there is issues, for the love of all that is holy, please just talk to me.
Try again.
If you're worried about something, just talk to me.
Oh, there it goes.
And I'll tell you guys, I don't sugarcoat.
Finally.
Shit. No, I don't sugarcoat. I will literally tell you. No, you're being a dumbass. Please stop. I will tell you that straight up in your face in the DMs. It's not that I don't care. It's just you guys deserve to hear the most factual thing from me and from someone who's not going to make you feel like shit. I'm going to be
Gotta hear
factual
the
as
truth.
I physically can. But yes,
You
That
guys
should
are
be
all
it.
our friends, and we don't want anything to spiral out of control.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just be smart. That way I don't have to kill you later.
Sometimes it's hard to.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my more of a... Fuck, you guys can be dumb sometimes. Holy shit!
One thing I would want to mention in regards to like character conflicts and the like, I think it would just be good practice in general. If it is something that you want to push for, just communicate with the person you're doing with it out of character, just to make sure nothing's going too far and no feelings are being hurt or anything of the sort.
It is
Yeah,
good to
especially
That
if
is
it's
a
something-
great way
Wow,
to start.
communication? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
especially if it feels like it's something that's gonna kind of go for a couple sessions. Huh? Oh, yeah.
You're
I
off
probably
topic.
couldn't be ordering. Yeah. Safety dishes. Does RV sound good, everyone? Sh-
Oh.
This
We
is
don't really have
Arby's.
anything else to
Arby's?
talk about, right?
No, I think we're good. So yeah.
Let's
no,
see here,
and
let me
this-
think.
This RP
Arm.
I've just been mildly distracted by the revelation that there are sparkles on the bottom of Kotzer's shoes.
Oh my fucking god. Why?
Oh,
No!
yeah.
They're there!
just be mindful. Anything in character,
They are there.
and stuff like that. Just communicate. And yes, as from previous stuff, you are communicating with the person directly. If you need to get, basically, the best way to put it is think of it like business emails. If you are wanting to do something with someone else's character and you want to talk to them, DM them and then CC me is the best joke I will make. Send a direct message to them or a direct email to them, and then CC me like you would
that hurt all of a sudden.
manager to a business email. That's it. If you're worried about me knowing, and if you want me to know, you can either one of you or both of you can screenshot your DM message about it or something like that if that makes you feel happier, or just in all general, hey, I talked to such and such. They're probably going to message you later to also let you know the exact same thing. We're going to do this character, or we're going to do this arc with our characters because of all the stuff happening of them fighting, and there's going to be a little bit of interconflict between the characters and stuff like that until it gets resolved. All right, as long as you're all okay with it, and we can take it day by day to make sure it's okay. Cool. You both have DM'd me. You both have communicated with each other directly. That's fine. Everything's good. I will warn you 90% of the time if it's going to conflict with the fact that there might be a villain nearby. If it's a lull point, you don't have to stress, but only reason we
There's
have
a
lull
villain
points
actively outside your door.
Yeah, only reason we have lull points right now is because we're getting back into the ship.
Running out of time.
But anyway, I
No
don't
one's
really
up
think
upstairs
there's
in my
any-
room, so I'm good.
Okay.
There is a
What the
frog at
fuck
the
you
window.
doing?
Motherfucker, get the fuck off my window!
The immortal snail is slowly approaching.
There's a
Oh,
chinchilla
no.
with a minigun approaching your location in roughly 15 minutes.
Okay, that one just sounds like fun though. That sounds like a fun day though.
The minigun is taped to active. And Chinchilla is using it like a jetpack to come to your location.
You know what? Fair enough.
You're being poked.
I can see that.
No, I'm
Anyway.
not. It's too dark out.
You're not involved in this conversation. This isn't about you.
Let me do my bit.
No. Fuck you.
Wow.
Alright.
Anyway, as
Is there
it
any
for
more
players-
questions?
I have one.
Fire.
Yes.
Has there been any rumors or murmurs regarding the plague?
Oh,
I have the notepad
one?
out.
Which one?
The special
I
one. You know
believe
which
it would
one.
be
The one that
special
was
one
brought up
that
in the
was,
notes.
That you gave them recently.
The one that was brought up in the
Funny
notes. Yes.
Document.
Can I just point out how terrifying it is that you have to ask which one?
Yeah.
We have
To
a
me,
lot,
it's
to
just
be
a
honest.
very interesting side project.
Alright, I'll be
Take
right back.
more
I'm
notes on
gonna
other
fix
things.
this
But I
shit.
have to make. I'm double checking my notes really quick just to make it acutely sure, and the rest of the party's allowed to know this.
Yes, this is perfectly
Oh.
fine.
Or it just auto fixes itself. Cool, never mind.
I still recommend rejoining
Right.
because mine kind of fucked up. and
Yeah.
fixed itself.
Okay, so for things.
You know
in
what, fair.
character- So for things for characters, speaking of rumors and stuff like that, and also thank you for the reminder. Number one rumor that has been popping up for other things, speaking of characters stuff like that. What you have heard from the Holy City of people being basically in like pretty much perpetually stuck in comas or just in like states of like being unable to leave their beds, so and so forth. There seems to be a little bit of that starting to spread into Calvert. You're not entirely sure if that is
Oh, no.
the situation, because it could just be obviously, oh, my cousin has this too, blah 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 blah, and it seems like the rumors are starting to spread into. You would
Don't
not
eat that.
believe how much that actually exists.
Yeah, it exists.
I think
Yeah. basically,
That's not
you're not
food.
sure if it's the
That's not
type of
food.
rumors that it's coming from fact, or is the Me Too demographic that, hey, I'm suffering with this too.
Are there any particular areas of Calvert it seems to be prevalent in?
It seems like every few cities leading from the north starts to bleed into everything else.
Would
So
that
it's very
include
vague.
Longby?
Yes, it would include Longby. But even you, like when you talk, if you say, for example, contact family, you kind of get like, or like relatives that, or friends in the area, you get the, yeah, we keep hearing about it, but I haven't really seen anything. Like, it's like Aunt Cheryl's fucking distant cousin, twice removed, apparently was fucking asleep for like 8 weeks, and then ate like Gregory's cheeseburger from down the street and was perfectly fine the next day. You know, it's shit like that. It's like you're not sure if it even comes from a fact or people just taking the piss out of the situation. There's some that feel a little closer to the truth, but you haven't fully gotten any confirmation yet. As it sits for funny things over there, you're pretty sure from looking at your resources and stuff like that, one, the church is way more active in certain areas. So that kind of gives that a little bit. You've also noticed things of people talking about a strange group that seems to be appearing a lot more.
Alright. Perfect. Putting this down.
The ones that you can see in that aspect of the infection, one of the situations that pops up in your notes is a woman with pointed ears, and wherever this quote-unquote like disease is that seem to follow the similar markings to what you've been looking at, there has been notes of nightmarish creatures and people disappearing.
Alright.
Yeah. The only other thing that I'll say add for now until I get the big note that you'll get dropped for later, just because I got a lot of writing that I'm going to be doing while we're getting shit prepped for a little bit later. Don't be questions. The woman is the big one that you've seen in notes and basically rumors from different info brokers as well. Because access to information as a Jaeger, you are allowed to access info brokers. One of the things that is popping up more frequently is a lot of the maps, especially older maps, seem to be pointing to basically sea charts as well. And from your extensive knowledge, those sea charts would only be more recent due to the veil. Basically, the big circle around Zemuria in general, a lot of those sea charts would have, well, in theory, they wouldn't work unless there was holes that people could go through without issues. Or perhaps they're not sea charts. And that's a bunch of information I'm going to give you right now because, Hill, I know you are one of those people that can pick that through.
Yes.
Anyway, for the rest of you, fucking good luck today. Have fun. It's good to be back and getting things going properly now. And just take care. Be safe. Don't die. Hazim, did you keep the goblet? Unrelated. Did you keep that goblet or did you give it to headquarters?
You have a goblet. You have a goblet. Wait a minute. You have a goblet?
Xavier, did
You
you
got the
keep
Goblet of Fire,
the
hillbilly ass
suspiciously
calmly.
black blood-like substance?
Listen to me very carefully. How much do you want for it? I can take a look at it. I need to see if it's a specific type.
It's been my Alright.
Alright.
Hey,
For unrelated reasons.
it's a goblet, not a chalice.
Yeah, but you could confuse them. Think about
I mean,
it.
it is technically speaking a chalice. I just said goblet because, to be honest, funny. It was
See,
funnier in my
the
head.
brain is working up here. I know what I'm thinking.
Anyway, the mysterious chalice with the golden chalice with the griffin engraving on the front of it. Honestly, I was trying to check through the notes to see if it had that on there, but I might have actually forgot to put the note on there.
I remember it had black liquid in it.
It has mysterious black blood-like liquid in it. It's like a blood-like viscous consistency.
And miraculously, you never spilled a bit of it.
And since that's probably been sitting on since it's been sitting on Xavier's dresser,
It probably
with like
stinks.
probably like a Ziploc baggie around it.
Like licorice.
I gave you liquid black licorice. You should drink all of it, Izzy. You should drink all of
Just
it. Just go sip it when you
Don't. Sell it to me. Sell it to me immediately. Name your price. I will give you anything. I will sell you the entire shop. I will sell you the deed to the shop. I will give you the deed to my fucking estate. Give me the chalice. You do not know what power and potential is held within it.
Sorry, socially close.
Sorry, socially glow.
Damn, I can't believe you pulled out the persona bullshit.
Fucking.
I'm not asking
I
now. You're
asked you.
handing over the chalice. I'm not asking now.
I'm no longer asking, give me the blood.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright. I forgot how nice that actually was.
Alright.
That one's so good.
It's like the one, like, using, like, the assets from the game that I was really proud of how nice it turned out. But anyway, yeah. Everyone, you're welcome to go. Again, train station will be where RP cars will be mostly down, unless it's like a quick station like this station.
Otherwise
But once
stated,
you're out-
yeah.
If you see a Gormagala walking across the train station, it's not here. Don't worry about it. It's just a weird-looking train. But yes, you guys can
wasn't
start
ready for a
whenever.
train
We meant to
comment.
start like 30 minutes ago, or honestly an hour ago. But we'll run probably a little bit longer for some people who might want it. So feel free to go nuts.
Yeah, I was about to
We had a
say.
conversation. It's
Let's see.
fine.
I did have a
Yeah.
question, but I don't want to hold people up, and I'm on a time limit myself, so probably not going to ask it now.
You can ask it. I'll try and give you the most Speedy Gonzalez answer I possibly can. People can start running out of the room if they want.
The Necronicus, what's happening with movements in Zemuria since the Revenant attack? Because they want to plan the Legram attack.
Rumors. Everything's fucky, and lots of weird fucking disappearances and shit also happening from them.
Okay, good enough for me.
I gotta write shit down for Legram. I've been meaning to.
Okay.
It's basically a lot of suspicious movement, but you can't really get a concrete on it. It's also one of the
Would
reasons
they
why you're
also
in
have
Samir.
heard the Jaeger operation? That recently
You
took
guys would
place?
have caught in a little bit of wind of the Jaeger operation that came down, and one of the people's right fucking there, so you'll probably hear about it more anyway. As is the Necronicus. One of the reasons you'll also be in Erebon and Zemuria right now is to keep an eye on things and make sure that they're not pulling any bullshit.
Okay, I'm going in.
So, have fun with that.
Oh, there he goes. Might bring my cord over here. Have a sit down. My chair. Yeah, this should be here soon. Yeah, I'm not getting any streamers anymore. Oh well. Oh, and there goes Wolfie. There's Wolfie. Yeah, I can't be here for too long. Mostly like an hour at the most. Oh, arm stupid. Oh, fucking. Why? Ugh, Jesus Christ. No! Stay behind me. Fuck it, whatever, man. They got some honey over here. No, I'm not like that. Nope, and there's Mishi and whatever that is. I'm trying to figure out what this doll is. I was wondering when other people were going to arrive.
Hello.
Wow, walk right past the honey.
I already bought some.
Well,
You
figures.
take me for a fool?
No, never. Hello, Shizuna.
Let me tell you about best friend. Checking into another team. I think this is my first time in Sheldick. Wait, nice, simple town. Nice and Windmill.
Well, it's a market town. They usually sell fresh goods around here, depending on the situation. They probably grow
Well, home
a
of
lot of their own
the
stuffs here.
Empire famous Grand Market you just walked around.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple big market, but hurry.
He doesn't know.
Well, Ymir's one's more simple. This is just probably much
Oh
more
yeah, it's a bit
advanced.
bigger than normal. Like a big market, but like, yeah. Oh, there's also more windmills back there, alright.
Yeah, farms
More
out that way.
for, yeah, I think that's for more like storage, right?
That and granaries.
Oh. Alright then.
I think they usually
Good
see
enough.
like a big grow wheat farms or something like that around the fields. You know how they usually make their own breads?
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
Obviously, we can't do that over here on our end because snow and ice and everything else, so...
Yeah, not really known for its agriculture.
Yep. That's the only downside to it. It's just like we like to have some things over there,
Yeah.
but we can't have fish. That's it.
Why is he on the rooftops? Herman.
Does he like that?
Oh, why can't he just be normal?
But most of their days aren't as normal, so that's the thing. Just accept the weird.
I like to think that there's normality somewhere. Whatever. Was anyone else on the train with you guys when you came in, or? 'Cause I came in a few hours ago.
I know Kat Cutsetter was, but she's taking a moment. She's getting some stuff settled before she comes out.
Ah, gotcha. I've been doing some patrols here for a little bit, so... Oh. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Actually doing our job as bracers and... looking around the towns. Nice change
Mostly
of pace.
keep an eye on things in different district or areas. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, if we gather up some people, we can probably go check the farmlands. See if anything's weird over there.
notice there's been some rumors around different districts or areas around everybody inside. Well, you guys are working on
Some of I've heard the same.
frontier lands.
I mean, we spent a
I've been
lot of time there
messaging a few
recently.
people about some things.
Feels like we kind of forgotten about the place we were, well, hired to protect sometimes.
Yeah, at least try to keep an eye on things over here while you guys are doing things on the other side, so...
What was it? More rifts I've been hearing of, correct? That's what I've been hearing at least.
More risks and distortions on different sightings and areas. Most of the faces people don't recognize, and there's some conflicts around it.
Oh, fun.
And the stuff from the Holy City is concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely fucking something.
Something weird. I just hope Vivi's okay.
There's a lot of people we need to hope are okay at this
Right.
point, honestly.
You know what's nice not having to worry about for a change? Giant monsters.
Well,
Ha!
Just
Really?
normal sized monsters. It's perfectly fine with me. You cat?
what?
Why? What do you mean fighting giant monsters? It seems fine to me.
Did I just miss mild trauma?
No.
No.
Maybe? I don't know anymore. I was just talking about how I'm glad I don't have to worry about giant monsters just coming through and plowing through a town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
please don't.
See. I'm trying to try to
See, I don't have
think,
to
by the
worry
way.
about just giant monsters. No, I gotta worry about
We have
people
this time.
Thing.
out of these days.
I think we
Yeah.
talked about before going to Ymir.
All sorts
Never
of
mind.
fun groups just, doing what they want.
Look ahead of you.
Yeah.
Not 32 are.
Okay.
Hi, Jid.
Hello.
Thing we talked about.
coming out of the weather. Cock in.
Look, out of character, I'm full of painkillers and
Just
calories.
say it like that.
Not all here right now.
What?
Like what? Weathercock.
I didn't say anything.
I heard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You probably want
Really
it as from the. Never mind.
That's right, I forgot.
Yep, Xavier, I didn't hear anything either, but
We can handle it later.
Hmm?
I'll let him know on the character later.
Nah, it's just the wind. The wind was blowing really hard today.
it's the windmills.
The window? But they're all the way out there.
There's one right here, right next to you.
If you can, it's fine, but if you don't fill up to it and all the stuff, don't worry about it, alright?
I was thinking of the ones outside.
Fair.
I just woke up from a nap.
No, there's one right there.
Herman, stop taking the back alleyways like a creepazoid. I know.
I didn't even sense him.
He's been walking on the
I was debating
rooftop.
if I wanted to report it to the police or not.
Is
Look,
something
if anything,
up?
I'm surprised that he's not in the market already.
He was walking the
Same.
rooftops.
I was debating what he was doing, just be like, should I report it to the police?
Hope you two have been alright.
Just got done with the patrol earlier.
I was doing the
So I
same.
decided to take a nap before I started walking around again.
Nap.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Nap.
Hey, Armin.
Well, you got me here. What is it?
No, just wondering why you were just creeping around the alleyways. Oh, they're not even alleyways, they're just...
Think on some notes.
Fair enough.
Between houses.
Yeah. More or
Between
less.
houses.
I mean, it's just like- Just an area between
Buildings.
over
houses.
there on the benches.
Nothing- It'd be more weird if he was like hiding behind boxes or in a barrel and just slowly peeking up
He
every
was
once in a
hiding
while.
behind a house.
No, I've been
Okay,
You're in-
don't usually people would do
Houses.
stuff behind houses.
heard from Central Branch. Central Branch, you guys have been busy lately.
Blanche.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Lunch.
Yeah, we did a little bit.
Something to do with Necronicus, from what I heard.
Yeah, we took
Uh-huh.
care of
Yeah.
something. It wasn't that crazy. A few dead people, not good.
I don't know.
I mean, that's...
Listen, one less Red Constellation member is totally fine by me. I don't give a damn.
On that, we'd actually be in agreeance.
That's good.
Well, sounds like it was a success. I can't talk today. Success, at least.
If you count a good amount of dead successful,
good?
whatever you want to qualify it under.
Maybe. Don't know yet.
More of
Do you
Necronicus
want me to,
died than
like-
Jaegers, right?
Nah, I'd say there was an even fair trade-off to an extent. Personal opinion, however.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Definitely more Necronics died.
I think the soldats were the biggest pain in the ass out of all of it.
They have soldats. Actually, you know what? You know what? I shouldn't be surprised that Necronics has soldats.
Well, Eve got hit point blank by one, so
Yeah, I heard there was 3 of them.
they're alive. I made sure.
How do you know there were 3?
Oh, okay, that's good to hear.
Don't worry about it.
Wait up. That's right. I remember now. Wait, so she works for... Oh, that's right. Yep. It's all coming back to me now.
Awesome.
Your memories are coming back? Is it slowly coming back to you?
I've been very busy.
Do you remember the incident? Do you remember
Oh,
the
look, it's
incident? Lisa?
pocket sand. Yay! Everyone's fucking here now.
Well, I was gonna say, once people got together, we could probably patrol the farmlands.
Oh god, what are you fucking
That's
doing
worrying.
now?
What have you made now?
No, it's what's going to be make. I need stuff. I need parts.
Okay,
like
but what
a
is it?
lot.
What are you buying?
Don't worry about it. If I tell you, you guys are gonna yell at me.
I suggest if
You
you.
realize I'm asking if you want to buy something from me, right?
Now that I think about it,
I'm
you
just
might
gonna
have
give you a
something
warning. If you buy
for-
something from him, probably don't take the trains. The railway police are not gonna be very nice with you. Or the border patrol.
Listen, they don't need to know. They don't need to know. They don't need to give a damn. Even then, security out here sucks as is. It's not my problem.
Well, I'm sure you can, conceal stuff, and you
realize you're talking to bracers, right?
Isn't that a military outpost right over there?
It's provisional army. They don't give a shit.
Something like that.
Fucking provisional army.
You can conceal stuff just fine. Him, I don't think so much, unfortunately.
True, this is the one that I threw pocket sand at 3 different occasions and they couldn't figure out how to stop it. Yeah, good point.
Look, whatever you're
Well,
exploding,
no,
I
I'm
kind of want to see it
fine. How
happen,
did you
just as
screw
long
up?
as it's not a person, a town, or the nature park.
Okay. I'll make sure to not
Or in a
blow
disputed
things
military
in
zone.
that area.
Yeah, we don't need any more
The
wars.
fourth one I don't care about, they care about it, I don't.
Yeah, preferably no more
Yeah,
accidents that could
someone I
accidentally
don't
cause a
care
war,
about.
please. Preferable.
Cause
Business
another
is
war
business.
between the hunters and us.
It wasn't
Again.
that dangerous.
It kind of was.
I don't think it was.
And frankly, my bigger concern is it being used to leverage removing the guild from Erebonia again.
Yeah, that happened.
You know what? Yeah,
This
no,
is
I can
why
see
I
that.
have
That
a
will
backup
probably be a
plan.
bit of a hindrance to business as of late, so yeah.
I mean, my
don't
backup
do
plan
that.
is just go back to Calvard.
I missed my friend.
What was that?
Can't do that. I mean, I have you, but like, I miss my other friends.
Yeah.
Talking to Suzuna.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, back to the conversation at hand. Patrolling the farmlands.
Yep, that was my thought process. While we have people here, wouldn't be too early to see if there's any monsters about. I know with everything going crazy, stronger monsters are probably bound to appear.
If there's monsters, we can just cast darts
I
at them.
forgot you guys also have monsters here.
Yeah, but they're not as like.
Not as big as your monsters
giant.
over there.
They're disappointments.
There are a few big.
I
there are a few
mean-
big ones, but they're
I mean,
not, like,
ours also cast
super
magic
big.
sometimes, or arts, so.
Still
That
major
too.
disappointment
Yeah, I do
compared
have
You
to
can't
what
even
I
like
was
make
over
things
there
out of
and
them.
personal experience.
Most of them just drop a little bit of sepith.
Yeah.
True. Well, I'm gonna start walking in that direction
If
if
I
people want to
remember
come with.
correctly, that way goes towards Heimdall, and this way is towards Crossbell, right?
I believe so.
Mhm.
At least the almost like towards the borders around it.
But the majority of farmlands, I believe, are this
Yeah,
way,
see.
so. That's where the nature park also is.
Either way, I have no idea where I'm at.
Gives me all
I
the more
think it's
Same,
more
because I've never
hilly
been
over
here.
this way.
I've studied the terrain before I
Wait,
came
you've
here.
never been here?
Ah, there it is.
I've only lived in Emiya.
Perfect.
That's like mountains and snow.
Oh.
I've passed through here
Yeah.
plenty of times, but never stopped for more than a couple of hours.
I've seen
I've
maps
never been here.
and whatnot.
Hmm.
Well, of course, I always study terrain of an area before I go there if I can help it.
I like to
Honestly, half
study
the
it as
time
we
when
go
I've hung
through
out
it.
in here, it's just because transcontinental trains and the trains down to Legram are off of each other's schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is nice.
I like the windmills, though. The windmills are what's really making me like it here.
Also, I should probably go check out my family if they even want to talk to me.
You get used to it.
They don't. Wait, your family doesn't want to talk to you? What?
Personal matters. Don't need to worry about it.
You got a new weapon? Where did you get that weapon from?
Heirloom from a friend. Hold on a second. Let's see.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about something later.
Right, Trista's this way, that's right.
I mean, it's kind of just a suburb of Heimdall in the same way Leeds is, right?
It's college town, basically. It's where the main campus of Thor's is.
Why does there need to be a sign saying that Keldic is like 20 feet that way?
I mean, you see how far away it is?
Question.
You can see the windmills from here.
I mean, that's true. You know,
That's like a light jog almost.
Here too.
Oh wait, fuck. Turn off the enemies. Turn off the NPCs and enemies in the menu.
Go take your pills. Go take your pills.
Shows what your menu should look like in announcements.
you don't
Racer's Discord.
you don't recognize bodies in the water. Oh, Morgan.
No,
Yeah, she
this is mine.
No.
I wonder if there's any honey in the pot.
This actually makes it a lot easier.
I mean, probably.
Hey,
I mean,
yo,
Imagine with the amount of farming, there have to be some sort of bees.
you want the book or no?
yeah, it's real enough. Okay. If we do want to check out first, do we want to go towards the park or towards Trista?
Probably towards the park, as there's more farmland that way. That way just has... You just have the barricade over there, and that's about it.
Okay. No, towards the
I mean,
park.
there's gonna be more path past that, right?
I mean, true, but that's outside of Keldic. Celtic proper.
Mm.
Oh, Morgan?
Is there a chest behind that fence?
Are you looking at the
I
barn?
think that is... Yes, that is my...
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, there's one.
No.
I mean, I was going to assume that one of the farmers yoinked one for storage, but... You know, if the Jaeger steals someone's personal property, it's not our problem, right?
It kind of
No
is.
problem.
It definitely is as a bracer.
It's not our fault, right?
Fault? No.
It's I see it as only a problem if people make it a problem and post like things in the guild.
I mean, it's only illegal if someone sees it, but we're seeing it.
Which makes it illegal. What is this? What is this thought process you're going through, Kat? Are you okay?
You know what I saw? Hang on, Morgan. You know what I saw? There's something important I saw. Reaches into his bag.
I think I might have
You
had
see
too many
John
of
Bags
Athena's
steal.
energy drinks.
On an apology.
You're crashing so hard that your moral compass is going all over the place.
You know,
Just an absolute massive jar of honey.
Well, anything of note?
I
no,
hate
that's
you
my
so much
apology
right
for
now. That was an
how
absolute
it
waste of
sounded in
time.
the comms. It wasn't more like accusing you and stuff. It
Was
was
the
more
ch-
like
Probably the best outcome, honestly.
That was not my intention.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what reminds me.
Yes, the chest messenger got to it first.
Never insult.
Seems
I
like
mean,
it's
I
the
think
case.
literally the only chests I've
okay.
ever seen that have
To
had
be
something
fair,
in them were
this is less of
in
an
that
insult at this
tower.
point.
Yeah,
The
and
only
the
thing
deep
I ever heard
roads.
was like a
Which, like, that's
diary
deep
and then like
roads,
ancient
that's-
words. I don't recall ever hearing the fucking.
Yeah.
It's magical.
Would that imply that,
You know, where do you think I learned this?
like, Necronicus and all
Yeah,
that
they
were
don't, like,
leaving
connect
things in
them,
there,
but, you
or
know.
did they just appear?
Probably the first option.
I mean, why would they just... It seems deliberately put, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? That the chest seemed very deliberate.
No, I've seen that too, but here's something to point out, Luther, at the end of the day. At this point, I think we're all fucking crazy.
I'm not. I'm absolutely not crazy. Confused? Yes.
Oh, trust me, you'll get there.
I'd rather not.
You have me around.
Sooner or later.
Oh, there's another chest.
Aren't you like...
But you're being paid to be here, though.
Oh, I wouldn't know that, never mind.
Being paid to be here, of course, yeah. But even then, let's see here, I now have, let's see here. That one right there is an apprentice, I have another one as apprentice, so I got... Now, 3 of yours are apprentices of mine now, and then you have Eve.
I actually had them in there. I need to buy.
Yeah, don't remind me. Do we want to check out the national park?
So is that one empty or is that storage? Because that's like right outside of their house.
I kind of want to check, but at the same time...
What are we checking? What's happening this time?
Nothing, just speculation, mostly.
Is it our fault if we tell someone else to check it? Morgan's doing
You know
it.
what? Fuck it. Yeah, no.
Well, everyone's introduced.
You're doing this to spite me now. You're gonna check the chest first before I do. You want to capitalize on whatever's inside of it, and this time it's gonna actually have something inside of it. I could already sense it a mile away.
It's right outside of someone's house, so I'm wondering if they're using it as storage or if it's empty like all of the other ones.
I'm just waiting for them to get yelled at from the window or the door. Well, I don't hear an orbital gunshot yet, so that's good.
I can't even remember the last time I was out here. Like 2 or 3 years before I got in the service. Simpler times.
Which service?
Military service.
No, hope you don't mind. I shared that dossier with the rest of everybody else.
It took you that long.
A lot's been going on.
God, no, I won't blame you there.
To be fair, there has been a lot that's going on, but also you literally just need to copy and paste it, right?
I said it on there. I apologized. Partially fourth dimensional reasons as well. Also, I'm stupid, so.
Yeah, well, even then, that thing's only like the tip of the iceberg. You don't even need to look into it.
Oh, I'm trying not to. I'm not even trying, I'm just not.
Fucking bigger, you know?
Good, it'll keep you sane, at least for now.
So I'd assume you need to look bigger and intimidating.
Have you carried it?
Did you guys
Well, what's
actually...
the verdict on the test?
Did you guys actually steal something from the chest? You took a person's armor?
Nothing.
That chest was about as empty as I am.
Oh.
Are you actually believing Leo at this fucking point?
I have to!
Yes. Everyone.
Again, I have to question who puts those there.
Everybody
'cause,
believes
like,
me.
No, not that.
That's not a.
It's
That's kind of a
just
good
sitting
and
outside
bad
of their
thing,
house and they've
depending.
done nothing
Fuck's
with it.
sake.
It's the precaution.
It's just
That's
how it
it.
is.
I think it's just best to not think about it so much because
I'm going to think about it because there is no chance that this is a mystery that will end with someone being hurt, right? and I need that.
You know what? I mean, what if it's actually leading us to a treasure? Kind of like a pot of gold or something.
This isn't like in the Frontierlands where it's just all unclaimed or territory that's just been, forgotten for hundreds of years. This is all civilized territory that has been, tamed for the most part.
Friendly enough.
I still think it's probably gonna lead you guys to treasure or something.
I don't think it is.
Casper is gonna be the first one to find it first.
I mean, the most
I
likely.
kind of hope I'm not, because that's... History says that
she's
won't
the only one that's
necessarily
worried about
go
it,
well.
so-
If anything, Cutsper's gonna sparkle more the closer we are to space stuff. That's what I'm calling it.
I don't need another boon.
No, I'm not saying boon. I'm just saying space stuff, like a comet or a star or some shit.
I don't need a comet.
What if it makes you stronger?
A cool space rock in your like
I don't
living
think
room
that's
would be
generally
neat,
what
you know?
comets do.
Not normally.
Look,
Wait,
I
isn't like
still need to figure out what the hell the Child of Stars thing means, because
Oh, yeah, we still
apparently,
need to
even
see
though
Zelda.
multiple
There's
people
so
seem
much
to
to
know,
talk
only
about
one
Zelda
person
later.
is going to be possibly willing to tell me, and that's kind of annoying.
What if the rock is like the child? To the
What?
small and
What about
probably,
the
like,
rock?
broke off into many pieces.
What?
No, we're talking. He said space rock, right? Or
Neil, you're getting your letters jumbled in your head. You need to pay attention.
you said it.
I said space rock, and then they said star child. That's the point of this conversation.
So what if the space rock is one of the star child?
Another fun message from the chess
That would
messenger.
imply that I'm a space rock. I don't want to be a space rock.
They're not a space rock.
I mean,
It's like the voice,
have,
it's empty
like,
because you emptied it.
The hard tail and the ears.
There seems to be a
stuff.
theme to them.
Those are not space rocks.
And I remember
Those are Fey rocks.
Yeah.
Is it
That's
locked
different.
or?
What if you can like change
Yeah,
into?
just push on it, see?
Yeah, it's just push open.
It's just
What
a
if you
push.
like change
I mean,
into something
it's
else,
a
like a
part.
chameleon?
We should be allowed to go in.
Yeah,
There are two paths, actually. Wait. What's the...
I think they only lock it
Wait,
down
what kind
when
of chameleons
monsters
do you
are around.
have?
Yeah.
Oh,
Chameleons are not known to shapeshift.
If your chameleons are shapeshifting, I'm
you
sorry to
haven't seen
tell
it
you.
yet.
I'm sorry to tell you that is not a chameleon.
So it's a giant. We have a giant wyvern, I think, called the chameleons, and it's like way bigger than the town, and it spits poison,
bigger than
and it's invisible.
that's not shapeshifting. It just changes colors.
I mean, no disrespect in saying this. I'm going to take this with a massive grain of salt, because you are also the same person that told me that Rathalos,
Wait, is it another
a
one?
very common wyvern, is an
Oh no, it's just
you'll
a dead
see,
end.
go down to...
Nothing pile.
What? There's nothing.
There's nothing there.
I mean, I'm
Turn
I'm
around.
still going on.
It's
the
not
whole
even a
space
chest?
rock
No,
thing.
it's a dead end.
Not even a chest. It's just a dead end.
I mean, it would be
Fucking
kind of
hilarious.
cool to have a space rock, but like, I don't think it's related to the Star Child thing or anything of the
What
sort.
if this is a space rock? Just a
You have to
giant,
consume it?
old, moldy space rock.
I think this is just a boulder.
Is that just a
Also,
boulder?
technically, if you go far enough back, everything is a space rock.
We're technically
You're
standing
right.
on.
Wait,
We're
what if you
technically
eat the
standing
space
on
rock?
a space rock.
Katsura, what if you have to eat it? What if you have
In
to
my
eat it
element,
to
the
absorb
woods.
its powers?
No, those like great.
like hard candy, I might.
New abilities. Huh?
Why are there so many gravestones?
That's what I'm wondering if they are gravestones, are they?
I think they're more so monuments.
Maybe.
I think they're
What
like
even to what,
remnants
though?
of animism, right?
Enemy. The
Could
fuck
be.
is that?
Old religion before Adios times.
Before
I
the
see.
Septine Church and all that. Do you really not know that? Animism is a pretty big thing in Legram's history, too.
I do not know that. I don't know a lot about religion.
It was covered in
You know the,
Sunday school history.
Cross monument in the center of town?
Yeah, I know that.
That's
I saw
something
that.
to do with animism.
No, I thought it was just a nice statue or something.
No.
I mean, even the big bells
can
and
you actually
crossbell
consume
are
rocks?
Arlington, not
Fuck, not this again.
Adios.
What? It's an interesting question.
I
interesting
fucking
question.
swear.
I missed the question.
Look,
Do I
look.
even want to know?
Probably not.
No.
Wait, should I tell her anyways?
You know there's a perfectly good path down here, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I can see that.
Well, she just started going that
Oh,
way.
they're talking to him. No, they were talking to Hardeman.
Let an old man reminisce.
You don't look that old.
So, what if
You have the high ground, Herman.
the space
Use it
rock to
wisely.
absorb it for like powers or something? Would you get like a new ability? You guys
What?
learned magic, right? Does it work the same way?
I don't know.
God, how high she jumped.
Oh, I thought someone was attacked. I heard you screaming.
No! I didn't scream. I'm like, how high she got from point A to point B that quick.
Yeah.
I couldn't even see her.
Well,
Yeah,
Specialty.
yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, same. I can do, like, climbing is a great skill to have. Fuck, man, you know?
I have yet to see one.
She didn't climb.
She's jumped.
Magic,
Oh, I climbed then.
I think.
Do you have a leg
You climbed. You use your bare hands.
I mean,
Maybe
technically,
she might transform
I could do the
into,
same
you
as
know,
well if
a
I put on
giant
the armor, but I don't want
moth
to right
or
now.
Something.
I don't want to do that.
You use your bare hands. She literally
Why not?
used just her legs.
You might get something.
I don't like bugs.
Really cool. You don't?
Also, if anyone should be able to turn into a moth person, it should probably be moth.
Yeah, it checks out.
Nah, I would know if
Okay, logic.
Also, I don't know what
They
that
actually
has
do
to do
that?
with space. No, they can't.
Wait, is you sure there's no like space moth or something?
Pretty sure.
Leo, what the hell are you talking about? The whole idea of something beyond
What?
space, it's because I looked through what you guys know, like space stuff. Eh. You know what stars, but
Space, though, that's the thing.
Not all that insane that there are things.
You sure there's like nothing out there? Maybe a giant worm or some kind of
what? What are you?
lizard or
What the hell you been
I
smoking?
mean, people lived out there, so there has to be something on other planets, but probably not things that just live in space itself.
Maybe not the Tartarians are out there.
ah man,
There's way
that's like
worse than the
disappointing.
Tartarians out there.
There's so
How
many
do
places
you
you can hunt.
actually? You know
and
what?
It feels like
I'm not too
the
surprised.
vastness of space.
I mean, it's
You don't
it's
want
a
to be
good
friends with it.
assumption
You
to.
don't want to talk to it. Trust me.
Oh,
I,
that's
look,
the thing.
I'm going on assumption.
But there
I've
are
seen
things worse
so
than
many
Tartarians.
different
It's just like a
things,
good assumption to make that there are
you know,
worse
from
things
you
here and
guys
there.
that
Not an assumption.
a lot of things that possibly could exist now.
Doesn't seem like it.
Look, you're thinking way beyond what any of us have seen.
Or what's necessary of thinking.
Nice little clearing.
I mean, can you guys go into space?
Calvert's working on it, but we're not there yet.
Nice fishing spot. Also, another chase.
The amount of speed you
Is that
need to
fishing rod?
escape the gravity of the planet is
Stuff about
kind of
colors
insane.
for
So,
space or building like a spaceship.
So am I the only one that sees it?
Wait, where Argent's pretty fast. You think she can go through space?
No.
It's big on the news. It's
Probably not.
Okay, I'm literally the only one that
You think
sees
there's
it.
gonna be a
Probably
race?
big on the
I wonder if her wings actually work on a
Expect her to
similar
do that.
principle
That
to
would
the
not
space
surprise
shuttle
me.
and rocket boosters.
that would not surprise me if they were going to
Yeah,
plan
you're
something
not
like
the
that.
only one.
Oh.
Yeah, they kind of.
Who's that?
You think that hopefully they'll just be going in
No,
a friendly
they see it.
competition way now.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Bones.
It is Bond.
Fingers crossed.
What's Bones doing in the park?
Hey, Bones! Ah,
Did you find anything? Did you find anything interesting?
you doing alright? You kind of just vanished after all the other shit.
I guess.
It's a nice surprise to see you out here.
When you get the chance, I'd like to talk to you about a few things.
To keep an eye on things.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised tourism's taking a hit with everything going on.
Hmm.
Hi. Well, not right now. Like, when you're good, I don't want to just pull you away here in the middle of stuff.
I think she was just here discovering things.
I don't know. Well, I would like to at least say that I consider you a sister now after things have happened. Just to say that real quick. Babe, okay. Yeah. But at least it's good to see you.
Actually, that do begs the question. Are you the only guy hybrid that is known around the area, Johan?
What do you mean? Well, okay.
There's two?
another
Okay,
one
never
that I
mind.
think-
Because I was
yeah,
gonna say,
there's-
if you're the
there's this
only
new-
guy, that says a lot, so...
No, there's
Never
like
mind,
two.
I'll
There's
refrain
two.
from
There's
saying
another guy that's
anything.
like, I think is like no good. He's like this ninja Signo good, I think.
Bones. We're trying to figure out if Argent can actually fly into space. Because she's fast enough, right?
He's trying to figure
Just
that out.
him.
See? Bones says possibly, or maybe.
I think
I
Bones
think
says
they
she has
just
no
shrug.
idea.
They just shrug their hand as they don't know either. So...
Wouldn't it be best to ask Argent?
Never mind, Bones.
It would be best to ask
Instead of just
him.
speculating.
Theory crafting. I think it was more putting it bluntly, just theory crafting. Which is not a bad thing, but it's like you're thinking way much ahead to divulge into different segments of it. If an actual creature like or a hybrid can somehow survive in a vacuum of space.
I mean, I can jump really high now after some stuff, but like most of us are pretty strong.
I think you've got a
honestly.
bit more work to do to jump into space.
I'm not gonna jump into fucking space. I'm just saying, like, a lot of us are pretty strong in our own way. Bones is stealthy and kind of like really fast on land. Yeah, and strong too. But I'm still wondering who wins in a fist fight
I
between
hear
you and
that.
Maggie.
It's just the wind. Don't worry.
Oh, you're so sure of yourself, huh?
Do the blades count as fists? Because they are attached to her hands.
I mean, that's part of the weapon. Those are natural weapons, so yes. I mean, you've seen Maggie's weapons. Like, she has claws and shit, so of course they count.
Also explosions.
That too.
They explode a lot.
Yeah.
I noticed something weird though. I don't notice, but I seen a the glimpse of my eye. She was holding something like an object, something metal, and then she was like gnawing at it. So I don't know.
I got a good look. She has dog tags around her neck. Where she got those?
From far as could tell, had whole time.
Really? No, that's interesting.
Huh.
I did ask her. Even herself, she doesn't know. She just had it.
I suppose I should probably ask, since we're supposed to be investigating out here. Have you seen anything off, or just been hanging out?
Two.
Been hanging out.
Hanging out then.
Enjoying your life. Foiling the plans of the almighty duck and stealing their eggs.
Wait, what?
I can already
You
imagine
think
the
I
scenario
don't know
how
you
that
are
goes.
better? Huh? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
You're
Yeah?
asking for trouble.
I
ain't
can't imagine
saying
a duck egg would be satisfying. Ow.
Ow.
Going right though.
You're gonna get thrown into that river so quick.
Hey.
Don't tempt her. Don't tempt her. Yeah, you give her an idea. She might do it if you're gonna piss her off even more. Don't tempt her. I am gonna save you.
Don't throw my apprentice in the river. That would not be very good.
Throw him in the lake.
I.
Actually, no, throw Leo in the lake. Leo's probably a funnier option, actually.
Yeah, throw that one in the lake. That one I don't care about.
Wait, what?
They didn't the one who made the idea or speculation. You did. You made the idea of it. You made the assumption, not him. Don't go point at Leo.
No, I wasn't making the subject. I'm making the funny joke of the enjoyment of the egg. That's what I was doing.
Uh-huh.
What is she doing?
Grabbing fish.
Handful of mud.
Yeah. Oh,
Or that
okay.
too.
Alright. Okay, I see how this is. I see how this is. There we go.
Yeah, we better stand back and start throwing mud at each other.
A good day, you know, just hugs and just starts covering with mud.
Goodbye.
He did that to himself.
Fucking splashes back.
Oh.
Come on. Snap back to attention.
Please don't randomly fire guns in the middle of the nature park.
There a cop around?
There are bracers
I
around.
would like to not attract.
Like you're gonna turn me in.
I would like to not attract any unwanted attention around, please.
Yes, I would love a reason.
You know, sometimes we forget that we actually do count as top cops, but not fully.
We can't get involved in anything political. We're just here to help people.
Alright.
No, there's your wings. Okay.
I'll take care.
Be safe, Bones.
I'll probably catch you around the frontier somewhere to
Yeah.
talk to you later.
You know your way out of the park, right? Or do you need an extra pair of hands?
Alright, whenever I see you again, I guess, fine.
You think you got it?
They got here.
Okay,
I'm sure
good
they can
luck.
find their way out.
Don't ask.
True.
That was fun.
Bye bye, Bond.
I know
You
they've
need,
been
like,
in Ymir.
a
I don't
change
know
of
if they've been
clothes.
into like Celtic, so.
Oh, and there goes Morgan.
I'll be fine. Not the worst thing these things have been through. I'm sure.
Oh, damn it.
Pretty easy to just...
We need to get that lance emblem that we found in the desert checked out still.
Right.
I am messaging somebody as soon as I get on the train to Parm.
Would we even message someone who would know about it? I mean, maybe Ivan would be my best guess, because it is hunter stuff.
I can just hand it to Ivan. I do plan on heading up there later.
You can message Ivan, you can message
He has a tablet
Soren.
now.
He's also a smithy. You
Oh,
can also
good.
see if you can message
He has that tablet now that he has no idea how to use properly.
Well, the
How
emissary
does he
lady
keep it
has
charged?
it too. We can contact her.
It's Dragon Slayer.
She's not too busy.
I feel like
Isn't Dragon Slayer tech?
I would feel bad about messaging her about something small like that.
Also, Leo is alone with Morgan.
say
We should
this.
probably catch up.
Oh yeah, you totally.
I would
you
say this,
totally
if
feel
she's
bad
not too
messaging
No,
busy.
no, they're
her.
back.
Shut up.
Okay.
Listen, if you really need information to get from point A to point B, I could be a pretty good courier.
I'm sure.
Just casually message her, Katra. It'll be fine.
Shut up.
Catra, Catra, how many magic words do you actually know?
Where is this coming from?
What?
Don't worry about it.
You don't have magic
None?
like Morgan.
I
We
think-
You know,
are-
I'm just heading ahead.
We've talked
Yeah.
about this.
None.
We told you this before.
I don't know magic.
But you guys do, you know.
Leo, you're talking about arts.
I thought it was
Unless
actually
me
magic.
transforming with the stone counts as magic, I know no magic whatsoever. And even with that, I don't like say something to make it happen. It just does.
Arts is all technology. Arts is technology. It's not magic. It looks like magic, but it's technology.
Very much.
Someone just give
This
him
one is the
Marcus.
only one.
I don't trust him with
How many-
Narcus.
He'll
many-
probably
how much-
accidentally
I am
accidentally
terrified
use
about what
that
happened to that poor Arcus.
I'm terrified what would happen to people around him with that Arcus.
As far as technology on me, I have the Arcus. I have gun, if that counts.
Arcus is
That's
gone.
about it.
So all the guns is just a bunch of mechanisms. It's not really electric.
Well, it depends on what you
Man, the last time I hunted out here was probably
Most
a
of our
while
guns
back.
are orbital. Oh, most of our swords are orbital.
I don't even remember this section.
Oh, I'm just getting away from the dumb conversation that's starting to hurt my brain.
It's hard to grasp it all, I guess, and sometimes curiosity will probably not
Jack of all
probably
them.
kill the cat.
I don't think Leo knows just when to be quiet.
Well, then again, he's just curious of all
I-
the things, so
that's
can't
true.
blame him for his curiosity.
No, I get that.
Kind of a colorful group.
I would say yeah, probably.
That's like saying you will bring in an outsider from Arabonia from their end of the woods and ask them some questions and hypotheses, and sometimes they will also have the same reactions as us, don't you think?
Hmm.
It's like, you know, he's still learning about this place in his own way, so
Yes, but asking if cat eats magic rocks is a little weird.
it's silly, yes, but it's sometimes it
That
can
is
be,
a little bit
you
of a
know.
silly question.
It's very silly.
What is this?
If anything, yeah,
Just treat him
sometimes
like a
reassure
newborn baby in
them.
this world.
Is it clear out here?
Yeah, Yeah. What Xavier said.
Oh, I actually remember this place. Wow, this place hasn't changed a bit.
All clear.
This place hasn't changed a bit.
I would imagine so. It is a park.
Well, it used to use it as a sparring area, so...
I don't want to think about this place. I really don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
Should we head back
Feels
then?
like the park's a little notorious.
don't think there's anything
I'll
else
try not to
about it.
think about it, if anything.
I mean,
I wanna
Get
think
back
about
to
it.
town, control the other area.
we can. We've gone pretty far into the park. We haven't seen or heard anything odd.
Shizuna,
Hmm.
as you're standing around, though time has healed it, you still see the bullet holes.
I could probably
You see everything
do a
from your
once
very
over
first
at the
vision
outskirts of this area.
scattered around.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure nothing tries to sneak its way in.
Excuse me.
Unless we think that...
I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to tempt fate.
unless we think there's a rift further in.
You alright?
Are they okay?
I feel like that we would have a lot more on the.
Probably better.
There'd be a lot more notice if there's a rift.
True.
Energy flow,
Yeah.
animal reactions,
She wasn't sick or anything, right?
higher elements in the air, that sort of thing.
They were having a...
Nope, there's nothing.
They were having a bad
yet.
reaction to this place, apparently. They apparently have history.
Oh.
Best to leave it.
Well, maybe it's a good idea not to linger around here then. I want to make people uncomfortable.
I mean, we can keep going that way, right?
At least a little bit deeper
Well,
in.
you're still walking through it. Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe she can
Yeah,
walk this
that's
way.
more just closed forest parts. Not really much point going in there unless you're looking for something.
Hmm.
I think this is where the park stops and the forest starts.
I'm technically
Is there
looking
nothing
for
that way?
something.
A lot of greenery and stuff, but nothing much else. Like I said, that's where this is kind of where the park ends and the forest begins.
You can imagine, due to all the benches, this is
So
probably
unless you
it.
want to wander around lost in the forest for about an hour.
You realize who you're talking to, someone with the keen sense of smell of like, honey. And then here's all my friends.
Do you smell honey right now?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I can smell it too.
Wait, where is it? Where is it?
Somewhere deeper in the woods.
I think if you want to go deeper in, go ahead. I'm gonna head back.
Yawn. I need that direction up that way.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, no, there's some up there, there's some over there. I think there's like some off in the corner back there behind you somewhere.
There she is.
You don't have to walk around there if you're uncomfortable.
No, it's
Most of us can
okay.
handle
It's
it.
just that area. It's just that area has so much going on.
Yeah, you don't have to
at
go in
least-
there if you're uncomfortable
No,
with
I'm
that
not.
spot.
I'm not.
Okay.
Well, it's bothering you to some degree.
It's more who I was at least fighting over there.
Okay. You don't need to elaborate if you don't want to.
I think that's the first time that we ever met one of the Tartarians. Nursing.
Hmm.
I can't forget it. Yep.
Yeah.
I think they're going further into the forest.
There isn't much in there, but if they want to go, I think Johan said something about honey, and that's why they're going.
Yeah.
The honey quest.
That doesn't surprise me.
If they want to befriend the Jaeger
But,
site, let them. As much as I protest it. I mean, hell, two or three of our bracers have already become apprentices of his. Can't say I'm too pleased with the notion myself.
I just
well,
hope they'll be careful with their choices. That's my concern.
Oh, where are they coming?
some of the higher bracers, like the full-on bracers, they didn't really like. I guess say stay away. I guess, but I don't know. They didn't
It's
really
more
say
of
become
like if
friendly.
you start trouble, you know. It's more of if you start trouble or anything with them, then that's where that changes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like things will be easier when we're fully fledged.
If we ever get fully fledged.
Don't say it like that. We will.
Well, it feels like we're fully fledged already, considering the risks we're taking on. I doubt every junior has to take on this level of responsibility.
Times are weird.
You're telling me.
I think if the seniors would have it their way, we wouldn't be in constant danger all the time. Or, like, getting involved in stuff.
Right.
I mean, I didn't really expect most stuff that I was to follow me here.
I mean, I didn't
But,
also...
you know, small world.
I mean, I didn't also expect to go head-to-head with the Revenant in a secret Necronicus base, yet here I am.
I mean,
Ouch.
Yeah.
Not fun.
It was not fun.
I think that was top 3 worst the experiences I had to deal with.
I don't like them.
Sorry I bring it up then.
No, you're fine. It's not your fault, but it's at least
just something that's stuck with me. I think it's the closest I've come to death. So.
Yeah. To be honest, I thought
Yeah.
Narsu was going to be like the closest thing to coming to death. Nah, that one takes the
A
cake.
lot of the full-fledged were or full-on bracers were not happy about that situation.
I can imagine having that many juniors fall into a trap.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I
help
think
that I
some-
usually hear voices
I think I
around
might have
certain
seen-
areas or something around the houses. Very weird. Do you guys notice that every single time you hear laughter or hear some scenarios of like he promised or something like that while we're at the village? Where something like laughter, kids laughing, people laughing, probably have a good time over there.
It was very distorted, like echoes.
Yeah.
It was like a haunted village.
It pretty much was.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised considering who was running around there.
I mean, it kind
Oh.
of makes sense since my back was flaring up once we're at that area too. So.
Well, considering what happened to you in the fight, I can imagine.
Well, you all made it out safe. And
We don't even know what happened. What caused him to back off? Was it the seniors getting there? Because I remember hearing that they came to save us. Or at least pick us up after we collapsed. Did you remember seeing...
I remember hearing there was at least one senior that showed up.
I don't know who was there, but I remember seeing somebody that I didn't recognize. Individual with white hair.
Yeah, I remember seeing that too. So he had white hair, looks like a fox ears.
Yeah.
Red eyes. I think he had a scar in his face.
It's hard to remember.
And he says something, rest for now, this place shall not be your tomb.
Something along those lines.
Those lines, those words. Yeah. Which is...
cryptic.
It feels
Cryptic,
like
yes.
And
but-
vague. I feel like someone has a plan for all this shit planned out, and we're just not privy to any of it. And it's
I'm
really
about to say,
annoying.
after everything that's happened, how many guardian angels do you think we got?
I'm not sure. I don't even know if, I don't know if there's guardian angels or just count as lucky or Adios' blessing or something.
Combination of all three?
Possibly.
I mean, I'll even... I don't want to think about it.
I should have asked him after the first duel. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will be fine.
That's the hope.
Well, at least now the won't fall for that trick twice.
Well, it wasn't just a remnant we ran into while we were there.
I'd be a little surprised if it was just him.
Well, it was also Athena's brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Yeah. Real annoying to fight. Try to keep egging on Athena.
More annoying than some of those giant monsters?
Yeah. Yeah, Athena's brother, who was a real pain. But,
oh, yeah.
But that's something that she's gonna have to... I don't know. I don't know if she's come to terms with it or is... I don't think she's in denial. But...
I think that's something that she might have to deal with in the near future.
It's gonna have to be her burden.
I think that's where you're coming. Or going at. So.
Damn it, I forget her name already. Hold on. Trial. Now I got the thoughts of the things that Kryl said popping in my head. Bothering me.
What?
I don't know. Something about me that doesn't make sense. Naturally gifted pilot, never stepped in a soldat. Besides the 2 or 3 times I've done it. Naturally gifted picking up weapon and fighting styles. How I did
nothing training?
How I tuned to a job stone in pretty much a week or less. I apparently have a good aptitude for this sort of stuff. Started bringing into question what my family really is.
Makes sense.
Now it's bothering me, so I need to talk to my family. If they'll talk to me.
Well, I think that was a pretty good run.
Yeah, it was.
I might do a little jog on the other side. Just do a little bit of scout running.
Yeah.
Probably.
If you guys are in that area, you'll probably catch up with me.
The things you even have to do, even try and quote-unquote communicate with the thing would be
Alright, Jade, you take care if you're gonna run off ahead.
What if I?
Yeah, you'll probably
what if I
see me in
bring
like a
Morgan
minute.
with me? She's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Well, they could stomach the things that have to be
God, please stop talking about the worm.
You know what? I'm gonna go a little bit further ahead. He's still talking about the worm. Why? Leo.
Just treat him like a kindergarten kid. He still need to learn about the world. Keep calm.
I don't even know what the hell he's talking about.
Smile away. Smile away.
No, I'm just walking. I'm just walking away. All I'm doing is just walking away.
During our childhood, did we ask even reader questions as well?
I don't know. Listen, someone brought up the idea of space to him. Now he's like, oh, well, if there's a giant worm in space. I'm like, I don't know, man. We barely even know we're trying to get there.
It's fine. Treat it as is.
That's what I'm doing.
For real.
Well, that was a good patrol.
I mean, there's still more to patrol, though.
Patrolling this half.
And there's the whole other side of town.
I know that. Good start to a patrol. How about that?
Look, I'm just pleasantly surprised at how... Let's say how quiet it's been.
Don't jinx it, please.
More so how calm it's been.
Listen, I have arts on it ready, and I also have my fucking piece if something comes at me.
I just realized I don't have any weapons on me.
Look, I don't have my armor on, so if
Yeah.
we encounter anything bad, it's probably straight to this stone.
Well, I just didn't feel like wearing my normal armor, so...
Well, I just need my swords.
I call it meow
I was about to say, if anything gets within that close of... Who was that?
I feel like if you call it meow,
I don't know.
They disappeared and blew... Oh, they reappeared.
Were they... Was that supposed to
I
happen?
don't think they've disappeared.
Wait, also, should we ask
Since it
Trial about that person we saw at the Chronicus mission? Before we passed out? Think they would know anything, or...
What person do we see?
I'll see if I can talk with them. I don't think I ever have a chance to talk with them
Okay.
personally about it.
Well,
But they
who?
kind of know the
We do-
trial.
We do have Arcuses. People tend to forget we have instantaneous communication with people across not just nations, but entire continents. Who?
If you're interested, there's nothing really much around.
Don't know.
Oh, and it's her.
Oh, hi. Hope you're holding up alright.
Could be better.
Understandable, honestly.
Right now. Severely injured,
Yeah.
but
Welcome to the life. It's fun.
Yes,
Wait,
they know
I
about the
would've-
giant hole that got caused by a soldat. They know about that. I'm just more surprised this one's here of all things.
Who is this one?
I figured it couldn't hurt to walk around.
I just came to grab more supplies.
That I can understand. Have you been making sure that other people haven't been going through the tent? Get more people going through there. It's
I
fucking.
put a flashbang up if anyone does.
Oh, fuck.
That is cool. That is
That
so
doesn't mean to fucking put.
What do you want? It's protected, isn't it?
Good, fine, I'll give you that. Fine.
Listen, if anyone's dumb enough to open up the tent, they're dumb enough to get a flashbang. That's all I really care about.
Yeah, I need to go to bed.
She has a point. She really has a point. What? It's true.
Do it. I have something for you. Hold on. Pocket sand.
Why would that do him like that?
Listen, it's funny, alright? You blame me.
Oh, there it goes again. Look at him, and there it goes in the sky.
The authorities
Gone.
are getting on us. Yes.
Yeah. They
I
can
mean,
try
it's
and fucking
pocket
get me. It's not
sand.
the first time. It's pocket sand.
Well,
It's not like I'm.
You forget,
Even
I
though,
used
yes,
to
I do
serve
have
in
them on me. No,
the
it's not
military
like I'm
police for a
pulling a
bit,
pin
so
on a
I know
grenade
what
and
it's
chucking
I
it.
was gonna say, while I love to stay in chat, I have a train to catch to get to Parm.
Oh, you good? Look, before you go, at some point I'm gathering some people and I need to have a talk with you about some stuff.
Is it super important, or?
Yes.
Okay.
No worries about the law.
We'll set up a time, don't worry. You can go. We'll talk about it later. I just wanted to inform you, hey, this is a thing, you know.
By the by, we need to get you and everyone else.
Alright, we'll do
Just so you at least have an idea about message on the Arcus later, for more detail at least.
The scythe can handle it.
Is it something that happened, or going to happen?
Yeah, something that happened. Something that happened.
Well, I got this
Alright,
thing.
we'll do.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know.
Elegant enough.
Think
Alright.
one of your friends
You
just
good?
made a smoke screen.
Morgan!
And she's gone again.
I hate when she does that.
That's the second time she's done
You
that.
could at least say bye.
No, that's not within her. She doesn't do that. Regardless, I'll talk to you guys later.
No, that's the second time she's done that, though.
But yeah.
All right. Alright, yep, it is time for me to go to fuck the bed because I gotta work in the morning. So, I will see you all. I'll see you all later. Thanks for hanging out as always. And have a good night, everybody.